to Noche and Beyond here on 2K Sports. From the attire to the food, the players' jerseys, tonight a celebration of the Latin culture. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. From the sideline, our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. The next swing into this game is part of their continuing road trip. They can secure their spot in the postseason with a victory here.
And Kevin, you know, to do it this early would really show just how successful this team has been this season.
Mark, I'm assuming as we move closer to the start of the playoffs, these teams now, these individual players really feeling the physical toll of the regular season.
Yeah, especially the guys that play quite a bit during the regular season, play big minutes, your starters and main rotational players. And quite honestly, nobody's 100% healthy, but the teams that prevail best are deep and have avoided injuries and have done a really good job of taking care of their bodies and finding opportunities to rest during the season, whether it be in practice situations or in game situations.
All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. And New York, looking at who they've got. DeAndre Jordan is out there with Porzinkis. Then there's Michael Kidd-Gilchrist, and there's the general, and it's Estrada in at the point guard.
And any lob to Jordan is about as sure thing as you can get. So athletic for a big with tremendous hands, and big fella knows how to get in prime position for those alley-oop feeds.
Gordon a screen. Here's Fournier. Can't connect from 13 feet out. New York with the ball. They are coming off that win against Atlanta.
And always tough on the road, but that attack mindset that they brought offensively, I really felt like that set them apart.
And what stood out to me, Greg, was the aggressiveness. I mean, it seemed like they just were eager to get it done, wanted it a tad more than the other team.
Here's Gordon.
And Gordon using his cat-like quickness there to disrupt the passing lanes, leading to the transition hoop.
Here's the general. He played real well against Atlanta in that last game. Pass to Estrada. Here's the general. The 18-footer is right on the mark. The general's got his first points in this one.
And, you know, Kevin, they count on him to provide offense, and he knows how to fill it up.
And now we go to David Aldridge, who spoke with Frank Vogel. David.
Well, guys, with 2 losses in 3 games, they feel they know what works and doesn't work against this team. Coach told me that playing patient and being smart on offense was the big difference in the wins and losses. He said if they can do that, they'll end the season with a series split. Well, we'll see. Back to you guys.
Thanks for the report, David. So the goal is to come out early and get their shooters into a good rhythm right away.
And of course, that's always a goal. But the meaning behind it is that he wants them to play good, smart basketball, not taking too many chances.
You're right on top of it, Greg. That doesn't mean they can't be assertive offensively, but good shot selection and ball movement has to be the priority.
And it's the Knicks with the ball, following the bucket by Orlando. It's blocked. Porzinkis passes to the general. Just couldn't take the lid off. They had their chances, but came up empty.
He's not shooting a high percentage right now, and part of the reason could be that his shot quality is poor, and he's just got to be a little smarter about his shots.
Now, here's Vucevic. This came out against 14. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Boy, just a perfect shot fake from Vucevic.
And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for Orlando.
And it's been about their defense. They're playing with a frenetic pace, putting a lot of pressure on the ball handlers and forcing turnovers.
They've gotten their fair share of points off turnovers so far tonight, too.
Here's the general. He's a player that you can only hope to slow down. He averages nearly 28 points a game.
And defensively, great anticipation, making a play there on the ball.
Well, the thing they did there, Greg, clogged up the passing lanes, playing them beautifully and making things hard for the opponent. That's really good defense.
Just 2 to shoot. Kidd-Gilchrist, no luck. Magic leading by 3. Payton outside. Outside Gordon. The dish to Fournier. To the middle. And And it's blocked by Jordan.
Hey, get that weak stuff out of here. Take it home. Jordan is fantastic at rejecting those kinds of shots. He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to see.
And Jordan sends it back. And so New York calls timeout. They're first.
When you take a look at that shot chart, the amount of misses lately is really unbelievable.
Yeah, a lot of blanks there. Can't hit a thing. Has to be deflated.
Now a chance, guys, to examine the rebounding numbers over the past months for him.
In the last few months, the rebounding has sort of taken a bit of a dive for him, and a lot of factors could be the cause, but it's a trend that coach would probably like to see him reverse.
Here's the General, and he uses the glass on the layup. The General's got his second bucket tonight.
Give an assist there, not for the pass, but for the solid screen set on the inside that freed him up and made the layup possible.
Here's Peyton. Porzinkis with the block.
And with his length, Porzinkis can be very disruptive on D. Not easy to get the shot over that huge frame.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Magic will take it.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
The Magic have gone just 2 of 8 shooting so far, just 25%.
And Elfrid Payton was drafted 10th back in 2014, played 3 years at Louisiana Lafayette. Very young for a junior in terms of his age. The story goes that he started kindergarten when he was only 3 years old. Man, that kid got an early start on schoolwork, and he looks like a really smart player, too.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Pretty clear. They're dominating that area. They've come out with a lot more energy and effort so far.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Here's Peyton, following the basket by Kristaps Porzinkis. Vucevic setting the pick for Gordon. Pass to Vucevic. Kicks it to Fournier. And he dunks it down.
Really impressive seeing a guy like Vucevic carve up the defense with his peripheral vision and passing. So good at spotting the open man.
And Elfrid Payton with one of the most unique hairstyles, Clark, that you will see in the league.
Yeah, and there's a story behind that hairstyle, Kevin. I mean, his high school team in Louisiana made a vow not to cut their hair until they won the state championship. They lost in the state semifinals, and Payton seems to have kept that vow all this time.
Now, here's Fournier following the miss by DeAndre Jordan. Payton, right side. On a deep three-point range, and a clear foul there as he shot the triple. He'll go to the line for 3 free throws. Well, Clark, you had the distinct honor of playing horse against the former president of the U.S., Barack Obama. You lost that game, I don't want to remind you, but I want an honest answer. Did you let him win? Knicks trail by 4. Elfrid Payton is out there with Payton, and it's Vucevic. Then there's Bell, and it's Gordon in at the 3 spot. That's who's out there for Orlando. And the dunk by Porzinkis.
Man, I like how close Porzinkis gets to the rim. I mean, he knows when he's this deep, the defense really has no chance to keep him from dunking.
Payton outside. Pass to Gordon. Over Hardaway. And it's Gordon missing. Knicks have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Hardaway. Now let's take a look at the list of players who have been absolutely lighting it up. These are the NBA scoring leaders over the last 10 games. Take a look at the General, leading the league in points per game. Such a great player.
Quite a role he's been on. I mean, a pure scoring display. Eventually, teams might find an answer for him, but that's not been the case here lately.
And Bell kicks to Payton. Back to Bell. Vucevic setting the big for Payton. Shoots off the screen. It's good. Payton's got the lead up to 4 now for the Magic.
The screenplay worked ideally there, and I'm not talking about the screenplay you see in a movie theater. Gave him more than enough room to get that shot off.
They get a hand on it. feed to Peyton. That's good. And it's Peyton with the assist. Now it's a 6-point Magic lead.
And really a good job spotting his teammate near the bucket and then just pinpoint passing for the finish.
Out to Wallace. The pass to the general. Just 5 to shoot. Passes to Porzinkis. New York needs to get off a shot. And the Knicks miss again.
That's exactly how you want to play it defensively, Kevin. I mean, getting a hand up to distract and bother the shooter, not easy to stop somebody this deep inside.
And while we've got a chance, let's check out the stats for Peyton. Averaging 9 points per game, 6 assists, and 3 rebounds. And he's very steady with that second unit, running the offense and getting them into their sets.
Right. I mean, your backup point guard simply has to hold the fort, maintain the status quo, share the basketball, and minimize mistakes.
And he's good on the second. Knicks trail by 7. Here's the general, and he slams that one down.
Kevin, he is tough to stop when he gets to the rim.
Yeah, Greg, he can get up a few notches higher.
Well, and that's exactly how the game is played in the paint inside, guys. I mean, if you can play over the top, I think you've got a big advantage.
They set the screen. Peyton kicks to Bell. Shot clock at 6. Out to Peyton. Fires the 3. It's rebounded by New York. Their last meeting was in Orlando, where they were unable to fight off the Magic.
And their last time playing this club, foul trouble became a big problem for them. Their starters had to take an early stint on the bench.
They've just got to be more careful tonight. It's that simple. I mean, those guys are too valuable. They need them on the floor.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, the general in his last time out against the Hawks had a huge game. He finished with 36 points, and that was just the start of it. He wound up with a triple-double in what was quite a display for him. When you look at the stat sheet, he was mind-blowing. It's hard to imagine he can follow it up tonight with that same level of production. Kevin, we'll see.
David, appreciate the report. He was a one-man show in that game.
And, you know, it'll be interesting to see how much that took out of him. I mean, he'll have a hard time putting up anything even close to those numbers here tonight.
Well, Greg, you know where I'm going. He was a stat sheet stuffer in that game. Did a little bit of everything and did it all well.
This is his first trip to the line tonight. Good from the general. Clark, thinking back to all the players you played with, was there one player who you just instantly clicked with on the floor?
Herb Williams was a teammate of mine for 2 years in college at Ohio State and a couple of years with the Indiana Pacers in my pro career. And he's one of the smartest and best teammates that I ever played with. Had a really good understanding and feel for the game, had a terrific motor, excellent touch, really good athlete for a guy that was 6'11", and is a dear friend. So he was probably my favorite teammate. And, you know, when I went to the Pacers, he had been there the year before and really broke me into the NBA in terms of things that needed to happen off the court to help me be the best I could be. So I'm indebted to Herb for his friendship and his mentorship as I made it from college. Well, actually from high school to college and then from college to the pro.
And who doesn't love stats? Here are some numbers for the general. First in scoring, first in assists, and ranking among the top 5 league-wide in three-point percentage. You have to consider him among the elite shooters in the NBA.
And his scoring abilities are just so far out of sight. #1 overall right now. No one's been able to slow him down or even come close.
Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach, driving and drawing, initiating contact, create opportunities, get to the line.
Yeah, I like everything you said there, because when all else fails, if you can get to the stripe, that's really a good way to change the momentum in the game, because you get points and you also slow down the opponent because the game isn't going up and down as much.
The Magic have shot 8 of 10 from the line. That's an even 80% free throw shooting here. That one is off.
And just a much better job of attacking and getting to the line here in the second quarter. Didn't have a single attempt in the first.
Knicks trail by 7. Wallace outside. Shoots the 3. Rebounded by Bell. Orlando, they've gone 6 of 8 from the field in the second quarter. Pass to Gordon. Kid Gilchrist with it. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. New York moving it around. Here's the general. Second shot opportunity, and the layup is up and in. The general's got 8 points in the quarter.
And now he's taken a solid opening in the quarter and built on it here in the second.
Gordon a screen. Payton kicks to Gordon. He feeds it to Payton. There's the screen. Just 5 on the clock. And it's good. He planted his feet on the pick and shielded the defender off.
Anytime Payton is involved in screen and roll action, usually it's going to lead to a basket. He's really smart and typically makes the right decision more times than not.
Out to Wallace. Takes the 3. That doesn't go either for Wallace. Orlando leading by 7. Payton outside. Feeds it to Payton. Back to Payton. Vucevic setting the pick for Payton. Over Wallace. Here's Vucevic. And 3 chances on that possession, but they just couldn't find a way to score. Kid Gilchrist, the pass to the general. Back to Kid Gilchrist. Here's Estrada. Sinks the 3-pointer.
You know, I don't think it's ever too late to make a sweet dime. I mean, even if you're halfway through your shot, you might find a better one for a teammate.
Payton kicks to Gordon. Dishes it to Vucevic. And out of bounds as the Knicks gain possession. And just who is providing all the playmaking here tonight? Let's look at the breakdown between the front and backcourt for the Knicks.
And their guards are taking on the majority of the passing and assisting for the team, just as you might expect. The bigs doing their part by getting to good spots inside and making themselves available.
Jordan, he's checked in for the Knicks, and he makes that one. The Generals has got 10 points in the quarter.
No matter what the score is, his attitude has been perfect. I love his disposition. He has stayed in attack mode.
And Fournier kicks to Zhang. Outside Gordon. Zhang dishes to Fournier. Puts it up from 15. The Knicks pull it in.
Man, right play, wrong result on that one. Generally, you knock those down.
Not much else you can do there. I mean, that's what you want. Too bad they weren't able to finish it off.
Locked loose. Outside Gordon. Fournier in the corner. Connects from 3-point range. Fournier's got 16 points.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
Payton outside. Down low. Porzinkis with the block. And he gets it back. And the whistle blew, so that'll be a shooting foul. Great defensive effort there with the block shot. But he got more than just the ball that time. Free throws coming up right now. The Magic have been shooting right around 75% at the line. 9 of 12 so far. And Orlando making a change here. Isaac's checked in. That one misses. Well, you look around the league at some of the younger talent, Clark, and there's a lot of great young players. Who do you think might make the jump to superstar status in a few short years?
Tell you what, if he can stay healthy, Joel Embiid is special. Man, Devin Booker I like, fun to watch, great shooter. But I'd give the nod to Joel Embiid. This guy is graceful, he's big, he's strong, and highly skilled.
Drills it from outside.
And when Fournier gets rolling, watch out now. A high percentage shooter. He's very gifted at getting the looks he wants out there.
Jordan the screen. 1:10 left to play in the first half. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Up top, Fournier. He's coming off a 10-point game against Washington. Here's Isaac. 6 on the shot clock. A floater, and he sinks the layup. Isaac's got the lead up to 8 now for the Magic.
And Isaac really a big-time player on the interior. When he's near the basket, he's looking to score the ball.
Here's Fournier. Goes back up, and it's good on the layup. Isaac's got 4 points this quarter.
Boy, I like seeing that toughness on the offensive glass. Did a nice job judging, anticipating where the miss was going, and then putting it back in. Nicely done.
And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back.
This game is going to get even more out of hand unless they start valuing the basketball.
Well, it's simply been an awful quarter. I mean, terrible ball security. They've actually handled that thing like it's got leprosy. Take care of it.
Ouch. Leprosy.
And here is Payton. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. Here's Fournier. Offensive rebound.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
And that concludes the first half. The Magic lead by 10. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Alfred, what's working for you guys in the first half? How did you get yourselves going?
We were able to get out and run, getting it out the run fast, and getting up the court.
We'll see if you can keep running in the second half, Alfred.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway. The second half beginning in just a moment. Nice game. Great performance by Evan Fournier.
Yeah, so far they haven't found an answer for him. A scoring machine here in that first half.
Yeah, and it's been fun to watch, partner, because not only is he shooting a high percentage, a good percentage, he's also carrying the team.
On the court for the Knicks, they've got Porzinkis. He's out there with Michael Kidd-Gilchrist. Jordan is out there with the general, and it's Estrada in at the point. Here's Fournier. Looks good. Is good. That's his 7th basket in 12 tries.
Really like to see Fournier go with the mid-range jump shot. This guy's a high percentage shooter, particularly from that spot on the floor.
The general passes to Porzinkis. Payton outside. Inside. Gordon kicks to Fournier. Orlando moving the ball around. Right side, Gordon. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Porzinkis has got his 3rd rebound on the night. Here's the general. And a miss there on the triple. Orlando leading by 12. To the inside. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Payton. Let's bring up the 2K leaderboard and take a look at the leading rebounders since the All-Star break. Andre Jordan is 2nd.
He has taken his rebounding very seriously since the break. It's really paid off for him and his team.
Pass to the general. He kicks it to Kidd-Gilchrist. Here's the general. Pass to Porzinkis. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
And, you know, Porzinkis plays with such fearlessness. I love that about him. And he's also a big guy with some agility and endless range. This guy has in the gym range, if anybody has that. Got to like the confidence. Such an important part of making shots. Nice seeing a big man knock down free throws.
Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. No one near Payton as he lets it go. The Magic again can't hit.
Boy, awful defending, really. But in the end, they dodged a bullet. They can't let shooters get clean looks from outside.
And he gets the bucket.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
He dishes it to Fournier. Vucevic. Shot by Gordon, wide open. That three off the mark.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
And you look at Aaron Gordon, one of those culture setters, unselfish, defensive-minded, and Clark, he's a worker.
Yeah, he is that, and he also was very impressive going back to the 2014 draft in the interview process. Made quite an impression. Very precocious young man. A little bit ahead of his time and maturity when you talk about his age now. Stays grounded, even keeled. This guy knows who he is and where he wants to go.
Fournier with the screen on Jordan. Here's Bell. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
And a sturdy screen set for him that time. And he doesn't fool around, just straight to the rim.
No way for his man to get around that one, that's for sure.
No chance, Kevin. I mean, the screen was in the right spot. His feet were set. He would have had to go straight through it, and that's not legal.
Gordon with it. Now guarded by Porzinkis. Gordon against Porzinkis. Gordon dishes to Bell. Kick by Vucevic. Here's Payton, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It's going to be on DeAndre Jordan.
Not hard to see why so many believe Payton has a bright future in the association. He's smart, he's tough, and he's got the ability when he's got the ball to keep the defenders guessing.
Hardaway's checked in for Kid Gilchrist. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
Well, when you look at Elfrid Payton, now he doesn't shoot it well, we know that, but boy, can he get in the lane. Excellent at penetrating. He's got a great first step and the size and athleticism to finish inside.
Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over. And Payton has that speed, but also the change of speed, which is so interesting, that herky-jerky style, getting inside.
Yeah, you know what? He's working on his up and unders, those little pump fakes and those little half shots you've got to have in your arsenal as a smaller guy inside. And I think he's looking at a guy like Tony Parker, who made a living in the lane and is on his way to the Hall of Fame at some point. And that's a good guy to mimic in that area of your game.
Here's Fournier, hands the 12-footer. Fournier's got the lead up to 12 now for Orlando.
And it's hard to deal with Fournier if you're defending him. I mean, he makes good decisions, whether he's passing or shooting the ball, and that makes him hard to guard.
Porzinkis with the block. That's going to be out of bounds. The Magic will retain possession. Gary Payton is checked in for Payton. By Vucevic. Fournier with the ball. Now guarded by the general. Nice job coming off that screen. Fournier's got 6 here in this quarter. Knicks trail by 11. Here's the general. On defense, Orlando. Porzinkis with a screen on Fournier. Leaps for it, and out of bounds is the Magic. Will gain possession.
And a moment here to check out some of the stats for Porzinkis. 6th in blocks, 7th in field goal percentage, and he's right up there in the top 20 in scoring. Certainly, of course, to be reckoned with offensively.
And his ability to patrol the lane is a difference maker for that team. Exceptional timing and anticipation. That's why he's a top 10 shot blocker. Hernan Gomez is checked in for Porzinkis. Kick by Vucevic. Payton outside. Back to Gordon. Over Hardaway. Hernan Gomez grabs the miss.
They've been the better rebounding team by a healthy margin, but it hasn't been enough.
Yeah, you know, they're hustling and giving a good effort, that's for sure, but unfortunately, the execution has been lacking.
Here's the general. He's got 19 and stolen by Fournier. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Boy, the deceptively long reach of Fournier, he really extends his release going into the defense off the drive.
So he gets them both.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
No misses yet. You can't do much better than that, guys.
Here's the general. It's deflected, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on the general. That will be foul number 5 on him. Ntilikina, he's checked in for New York. Magic leading by 13. The Knicks have gone just a bit under 50% from the field since halftime, 5 out of 11. Here's the general, takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking.
Well, I tell you what, he loaded up as much power as he could behind that two-hander.
The steal. And now the Knicks on the break. Here's Wells. Off target from outside. The Magic have gone better than 53% from the floor since halftime, shooting 8 of 15. Zhang a screen. Payton kicks to Zhang. They set the pick. The dish to Fournier. Drains the three-pointer. Fournier's got 34.
I mean, there's no stopping him right now. I mean, he's locked in this quarter. This defense has to get the ball out of his hand.
There's 1:47 left in the third. Here's Wells. Hernangomez passes to Lyles. Off target at the free throw line, Jay. Magic leading by 17. Payton outside. Fournier in the corner. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That one on Wells.
Out of France, the sharpshooter Fournier, an important player to this team because of his scoring ability.
The Knicks making a switch here. Kid Gilchrist is checked in. Knicks trail by 19.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Some nice passing by New York here. Here's the general. He's guarded by Fournier. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up. And breaking down some numbers here. The hustle stats for Orlando.
And you really can't help but notice all the points they've continued to get off turnovers.
Another part of their game that's made a difference tonight is all the second chance points they've been able to get.
Both free throws good from the general.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
Yeah, you know what? And I think they've just got to keep on keeping on. Keep drawing contact, attacking, getting to the line. That will certainly give them a chance to get back into the game.
Here's Isaac. It's rebounded by the general. The general's got his 5th rebound in this one. And out of bounds as the Magic will gain possession. Jordan, he's checked in for Hernangomez. Now, here's Fournier. He's got 36. Kicks it to Zhang. The feed to Payton. Unloads from 13. And it's good off the back rim and in. Payton's got 4 points in the quarter.
When it comes to scoring the ball inside, Payton's a master at it. I mean, the defense can contest him all they want down there, but he still finds ways to bury it right in their face.
Out to the right wing. And the pass to the general. And the shot is good. The general's got 25 points in the game.
You got to respect how attentive to detail Wells is. I mean, he's excellent at feeling when one of his guys has a clean look.
Payton kicks to Fournier. And stolen by Jordan. And so it's Orlando out in front by 17 points at the end of the quarter. They've been putting on a clinic in the paint. Shots are falling with regularity, and they are pounding it down low. We'll return shortly. And meanwhile, Frank Vogel talking to his team.
Our closer is our tempo. Intelligent tempo.
And we welcome you back as we get going here in the fourth quarter. The final quarter of play can change everything. Peyton and Fournier are the 1 and the 2. Then it's Gorgie Dang, and it's Isaac in at the small forward. That's who's out there for Orlando. Passes it to the general. Here's Ntilikina. He's guarded by Fournier. 6 on the shot clock. Wells dishes to Kid Gilchrist. Unloads. Here's Jordan. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Man, this spot has always been Jordan's biggest drawback. He's never been able to make his free throws at even a modest rate, and teams are never afraid to put him on the line.
A chance here to get a quick injury report. Let's check in with David Aldridge for an injury update on Porzinkis. David.
Thanks, Kevin. I just talked with the Knicks head athletic trainer. Unfortunately, it sounds like a very serious injury. And if he misses a lot of games, it will obviously be a big blow to their chances of winning it all this year.
David, thanks for the great update, guys. It doesn't sound good.
No, if that report is accurate, he's going to be spending a lot of time in rehab and on the sideline.
And in the training room, guys. I mean, that is not going to be an easy injury to bounce back from.
A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. Isaac misses.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often. A power flush with a long hang on the rim at the end of that.
That could be a catalyst for him. It really could.
We've seen those kinds of plays get them going in the past.
Fournier sets the pick for Peyton. Zhang a screen. Shot from 12. It's rebounded by New York. Jordan's got 6 rebounds now in the game.
Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
Peyton attacking. Peyton can't get that one to fall.
Well, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
And Kid Gilchrist gets it to go in.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Time-dropping delights is what I call it.
Yeah, that's a nice pass. I will give you that.
Yeah, he's on the money, that's no doubt. Zhang a screen. They set the pick. Peyton in the corner. Loses the defender with the screen and drills the jumper.
Boy, sweet J from Peyton. The defense can't afford to leave him open there.
Here's the general. To the wing right side. And stolen by Peyton. And here's the fast break. Here's Fournier. That's in, coming off an assist from Peyton. Peyton's got his 3rd assist on the night.
And he has just been in a flow offensively. Terrific game. He has been the X factor.
New York moving the ball around. And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter. Here's the general. He's guarded by Fournier. Here's the general. And again, it's New York.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Magic leading by 15. Time called here. The Magic decide to talk it over. So it's both teams making substitutions here. He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our true Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Frank Vogel talk to his team during the break. He told them, put your foot on their neck. Take it to them. I want to see you guys slow it down out there. Use the clock and stay away from silly fouls. Let's see if they can execute the play, guys.
All right, thank you, David. Peyton kicks to Fournier. The rebound by the general. The general's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Hardaway passes to the general. Outside Jordan, and Nikola Vucevic is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. So it's the Knicks now. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. The general passes to Kid Gilchrist. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Kid Gilchrist has got 4 this quarter.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense, Greg, has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
Pick by Vucevic. Here's Gordon. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And the Magic lead by 15.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Here's the General. He's guarded by Fournier. Jordan, the pass to the General. Back to Jordan. Here's the General. Pocket 6. And he makes the first. He's perfect from the line this time. Magic leading by 13. Payton kicks to Gordon. He feeds it to Vucevic. And Jordan sends it back. The Knicks have gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the fourth. A pretty nice efficiency there.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Feeds to Payton. Gordon with the screen for Payton. Al Bell, just 5 to shoot. The Magic need to get a shot off here. And it's Kid Gilchrist penetrating. And it's Orlando with the rebound. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. That's a 2 from Gordon. And it's wide right. It's off the rim.
Yeah, that's just poor decision-making. He's got to be better in those situations.
Greg, I just think he was in a hurry. He flat out rushed it. I mean, I don't know what he was thinking there. He actually was in a brain-neutral position.
Pick by Vucevic. They set the pick. Back to Payton. Dishes it to Fournier. Vucevic setting the pick for Fournier. Off the pick. And he gets the jumper to drop. Fournier's got 4 points now in the quarter.
The defense has just been unable to slow him down. Wow, what a game.
The General passes to Jordan, and it's blocked. Outside Gordon. Pass to Vucevic. Over Jordan. And it's Vucevic missing.
He still hasn't been able to convert from the field. He's just struggling to find his shot.
It's rebounded by Payton. Orlando leading by 13. Outside Gordon. That's it, coming off an assist from Payton. And that's now 9 points for Aaron Gordon.
Tremendous court awareness by Payton.
Here's the General. It's tipped, and it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Vucevic. Here's the General. There's the pass to Estrada. Down to 5 on the shot clock. True on the 14-footer. Payton with the ball. He kicks it to Gordon. Pass to Vucevic. Solid play on the low block, and that one's good. And the Magic lead by 15.
And Vucevic is crafty, clever, close to the bucket.
Here's the General. Hardaway is screen on Fournier. Hardaway passes to the General. New York moving it around. No coverage that time.
Always got to patrol the three-point line. When you don't, you suffer the consequences.
And here is Payton. Fournier gets a wide open look. Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good.
They've been the better rebounding team by a healthy margin, but it hasn't been enough.
Yeah, you know, they're hustling and giving a good effort, that's for sure, but unfortunately, the execution has been lacking.
Fading outside. He dishes it to Gordon. Fouled in the act of shooting. A three-point play chance coming up.
Aaron Gordon is no pushover. Far from it. I mean, with the ability to knock down shots despite contact, this young fella's impressive. You talk about the league's premier athletes, and Aaron Gordon has to be on your list. I mean, incredible dunks in the 2016 dunk contest, and his in-game dunks are ridiculous.
Now the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Evan Fournier.
And what an amazing ball game we've seen from him. It's been a one-man show worth the price of admission all by itself. There wasn't anything he couldn't do on that court tonight.
I don't know if they expected him to have this much of an impact, but the timing couldn't have been better. They dropped two straight leading into this one and did not want to lose three in a row. Here's the general. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. It's going to be on Aaron Gordon. The first one falls. Good on both.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
1:57 left in the game. There's a screen. Now the dish to Vucevic. Lays it up and banks it in. Vucevic has got 4 points in the quarter.
Even with the defense right on top of him, I mean, Vucevic maintains a nice soft touch on these inside shots, and the concentration is not to be overlooked either.
Here's the general. That one doesn't go. The Magic go the other way with it. Outside Gordon. To the paint. Here's Fournier. Again, the Magic score.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for Orlando.
This is a game where the defense, steals specifically, generating a lot of opportunities.
And it created possessions for them, scoring opportunities, and that effort, a big part of what will be a nice victory here tonight.
And so checking out the record for these guys, tonight will mark win number 37 for them on the year.
And I guess one good turn deserves another in the final contest between these two teams. This win ties up their tug of war on the season series of 2 apiece against the Knicks.
Well, they're really making a point of keeping the ball moving around.
That's the key. The D can't focus on one player, and no matter what anybody tells you, that ball will always move quicker than the defender.
Here's the general. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Yeah, Jordan is aggressive as a rebounder. He uses his massive body, athleticism, and long arms to wreak havoc on the glass.
There's the screen. Payton kicks to Bell. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot two right here.
Yeah, the defender all over.
Yeah, he got him good there. And that's why the shot was so far off.
And he makes the first, but misses the second.
Yeah, you'd like to convert them all, but that should still be enough to secure the win.
The shot by Wells, no good. Payton outside. Pass to Isaac. It's up a three. Misses the shot. And so it's Orlando taking this one by a big margin. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. And once they started to really...
That'll wrap it up, folks. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for being with us. We'll see you next time.